Hey there, welcome back. I thought I'd finally get around to that video that I was going to do before, talking about my feelings on our current situation and whatnot. But I thought I'd also mix it up with I don't know, some personal experience of mine. And how I've been dealing with it, sort of thing. So let me just cut to the chase. I don't see. I'm not going to explain anything in depth in this video. If you want to hear more in-depth views of my opinion, then whatever. But if you want to hear more evidence supporting my opinion and stuff like that, then you can go look for that yourself elsewhere. I'm not going to be talking about anything like that in this video because I'm not the best person for that. In fact, I'm actually terrible at conducting myself in speech. But using the front-facing camera, so if you see fucking mist or whatnot, it's because the lens is fucked. But yeah, so sum up my opinion in a few lines. Everything we've been going through is bullshit. Everything we've been told is bullshit. And everything I see to come, if nothing is done, is bullshit. I see nothing in coming from, the UK government at least, that isn't bullshit. Everything they say is unscientifically based, unsupported, and most definitely politically leaned. And with some of the stuff that I'm expecting to see, I don't know anything for certain, but some of the stuff I believe that is most likely coming is a level of bullshit I hoped I would never have to see in my entire fucking life. But I don't know how else to sum up my opinion from that right now. How do you put it? I've saw people with differing opinions, differing views, from the official view, literally getting arrested for speaking their mind in a public place that was made for speaking. I've seen people getting, old ladies getting fucking kicked to the ground for no good reason. Fortunately, not personally, but I've saw, as I say, lots and lots of videos of this stuff happening and whatnot, and I'd say it's quite relieving, I guess, in that sense, to say that I haven't saw any of this happening in person. I was meant to go to London on the 26th, but I couldn't make that. Too many issues with it. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to make it back in the same day, and if that was the case, I'd have to stay somewhere, and it was already pushing the budget, really. It costs I think it was £70 there and back, or was it? Well, in some cases I think it was that much one way, and I think it was £120 for some tickets there and back, and it was I can't pay that much, and have to cover for staying somewhere the night as well, because how much would that cost? Another 100. So I didn't end up doing that in the end, although I really, really wanted to. But yeah, some of the footage I saw from London was absolutely appalling and disgusting, and it looked, how'd you put it, pathetic to me. I mean, you've got all these people there who want to put their viewpoint across, going out of their way, and when I say out of their way, I mean really out of their way, to do that in a peaceful and just a peaceful way as possible, and trying to go along with everything and whatnot. Then you got people with batons swarming in, fucking law enforcement and whatnot, and everyone there shouting to each other, sit down, so we don't leave any representation of conflict. And well, that didn't go too well. Regardless of that, people still getting batoned here, batoned there. A doctor's still getting arrested for speaking his mind and nothing else. Literally not just starting his speech, not saying anything necessarily negative or triggering, or nothing that could possibly be construed in any kind of aggressive manner. And he gets arrested and put in a cell for a night for that. So it looks pretty sad and, as I say, pathetic to see that happening. And that doesn't seem like a good thing to me at all. But I suppose to switch up the subject a bit, but still staying along the same lines, I feel a lot of this stuff has fucked up a lot of shit for a lot of people. And well, I see the way things are, and I see the way things are going. As I say, I'm not saying anything for certain, no matter how much evidence I believe I have to back me up, because I don't believe the future's set in stone. I'm not one of those people, but I see a lot of this shit, and I have to ask myself, I have to ask myself, I find myself asking a lot of times when I get up in the morning and I get out of bed, and I'm like, now I'm not condoling this in any way, and I'm not saying that I succumb to this voice that I hear and whatnot, but it's like, why am I bothering, Shit is so fucked right now, and everywhere I go I can't get away from it. So it's kind of like, you get to that point, where it's like, why the fuck even bother? It's like, you can't see, or you're struggling to see a light at the end of the tunnel. You're struggling to see how things could get any, well, you can see how things are going to get worse, but you can't see a way in which things are going to get better. So you just asking yourself, I mean, it's not like you expect to wake up one day and it's all just fucking gone, all these fucking regulations and rules and shit. And me, as I say, wanting to be a musician, with the way shit's going now, I mean, I'm preparing to do a busk, and I want to still do busking and whatnot, but I severely doubt I will get any performances in bars now. And due to my viewpoint, as I say, the way I see things going, not getting any better, but just getting worse, as they say, unless people grow some fucking bollocks. But I don't know. I don't see too many people in my generation, and this is just the way I see it. I'm not saying I'm correct, but I don't see too many people in our generation with a pair of bollocks, to be honest with you. I see most people, and I look at them, and I think they're fucking cowards. As I say, I'm not excluding. I'm not excluding myself from that manner. I'm just saying. It's like, but then I also have to ask myself, because I feel like I could do something, or I could somehow make things better for myself and those around me, and maybe I can to some extent, but it's like I don't really know what to do. It's just I don't know what solutions to propose to some of these problems. I mean, I remember what's it called, like I try to and I do really, like, say to myself, alright, shit is pretty bad. Shit's pretty bad, right? Shit might get better tomorrow. It might get better tomorrow, but it's not that bad. It's not rock bottom yet. Stuff could be a lot worse. Stuff could still get a lot worse, and even if I think that's the way it's going, it isn't there yet. And because it isn't there yet, I can keep going, and I can keep saying to myself, all right, let's just ride it out. Another day, and maybe one of these days, luck will start to turn, and things will start to go in a way that looks a lot more promising. So I get my optimism from that idea, and it might be that another part of me and whatnot saying that's fucking stupid, that's not going to happen, but even if it's a small possibility, and even if it's a small likelihood, it's nice to believe in that small likelihood and not give up and keep going, and because there's, at least for now, there's always that hope, that things will get sorted. I'm not saying they're going to sort themselves out, but things will get sorted at some point, and as I say, I can take responsibility for my own life and whatnot, but a lot of these bigger things that are happening are, even if I bloody dedicated my ass off to it, I can't see too many ways I could make a difference to that. Like physically, I can't figure out anything I could do that could make that much of a difference, really, as much as I really want to. But I still rack my brains and think about it all the time, because I don't know if any of you guys are, but I for one am a stubborn bastard. I don't like throwing in a towel really for anything or anyone, so I guess that stubbornness in a way kind of motivates me as well. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe there will be a few bars soon. Maybe if, I don't know, they start speaking out and whatnot, maybe there will be a few bars soon where I could do some gigging and whatnot. If I get, I don't really need a PA system to busk. I can just busk on my acoustics, so that's another good thing I have to look forward to. I want to try cooking some apple dumpling things. sounds weird, but I think I enjoy this YouTube channel called Townsend, and he does like a bunch of videos on like 18th century stuff and whatnot, and he does cooking as well. And one of the things he mentions on there was apple dumplings. I've been meaning to cook them for a while, but I've finally got some cooking apples now. So I'm thinking I'll try to cook some of those up. Maybe that'll be nice. So that's another thing to look forward to. So yeah, as far as motivation goes, I look to these things, and I look to little things like that, and they're what's keeping me going for now. So, but if stuff continues to go in the way that I think it's going, and if it goes at the rate I think it's gonna go, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but as I say, I suppose this advice is some good advice and whatnot. If you're feeling like depressed and whatnot about things, and you, as I say, you're feeling like it's shit right now and whatnot, I mean, just the very fact that you're still breathing is proof that you can cope with it, I guess. And even though you think it's going to get better and whatnot, you can always hang out till tomorrow, and you can always keep going till the next day and the next day and the next day, regardless of whether you believe you can at the time. So it's kind of like, I'd suggest making that your goal sort of thing if you feel like throwing in the towel with anything. Like, yeah, today's shit, but I can hang in till tomorrow, and I can hang in till the day after that. So like, and I kind of use it as a comfort sort of thing. Actually, it's kind of weird, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, I don't have to die now. I can always die later. So it's kind of like that. So I keep going on that accord sort of thing. It's like, yeah, stuff's bad now, but I can always just quit whenever I want. So I'm not gonna quit now, because there's still hope, and I still believe in that hope, even if it's only a small glimmer, it's a small flicker in a dark room. It's still enough, and until every last inch of it is gone, every last millimeter, every last speck of that little hope is gone, I don't see a point in quitting. May as well just ride it out. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's something I used to feel back when I was in school, actually. I actually used kind of like when I was in year 7 and 8 and whatnot, I used kind of like being like sort of depressed and whatnot to my advantage in a certain sense, because it was like, if you're at the point where you're like not afraid to die, and you're not afraid to end it, then you're at a point really where you shouldn't really be afraid of anything anyway. I mean, what do you care? What do you have to be afraid of, really? I mean, you're not afraid of death, so what's left to be afraid of, sort of thing. And I would argue that there's some things, some fates worse than death. That's kind of why I struggle a little right now, but like with staying motivated, but we're not there yet, and hopefully we're never going to be there. So it's kind of like, no point throwing in the towel now. Might as well keep fighting away, and I'm sure things will work out in the end enough people also adopt that spirit and whatnot. And even if they don't, I guess I've still got loads of things I want to do. Like loads of places I haven't seen, loads of experiences I haven't had yet, and they're not crossed out yet. I mean, I can still go to the highlands there and go camping and whatnot, and I could still go down to the beach, I guess, one of the days, and I'll go grab a meal out something. I can still do stuff like that for now. So I keep fighting for things like that, you know. And I haven't been meditating as much as I usually do and stuff like that. So I'll probably do some more stuff like that. Put up a few more YouTube videos, some song covers and stuff. No, why not? Why not go a few more rounds? Why not keep going? It was damn tipping it down earlier. I was like, I want to come out, but it was tipping it down. But unfortunately, it stopped, and then I didn't go out while it was tipping it down, because that's something I do. Like if I want to go out and it's raining, I just go out anyways. It's like that level of impatience. But to be fair, there's something makes you feel really alive about getting completely fucking drenched. I think there's something that makes you feel really alive about doing really dangerous things as well. I know that's probably why I get like such a high off being on stage and performing and whatnot, and doing other things that are quite risque. But yeah. So taking risks is fun, especially big ones, like huge ones. Sometimes there's nothing more fun than a leap of faith. I'm probably gonna have to end this soon because I'm running out of space, I think. But that is okay. I hope everyone's doing well anyway, and till the next one.